Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm, as usual, so grateful for you joining me today, and in this video I'm going to be doing my part 2 of the reasons why I am still vegan. So if you want, part 1 was my first 6 reasons for why I am still vegan 5 years later, or if you want to know why I initially turned vegan overnight, then you can go check out those 2 videos. I hope you can hear me over these cars. It's not my usual recording time, and you can see the sun is kind of blaring in my eyes. It's a little more late afternoon, so just bear with me. I'm going to run through them real quick so that you can get what you need and get out. Starting with number 7, why I'm still vegan. Number 7 is for the environment, and while I like to call myself an environmentalist, I'm sure there are people that do far more than I do. I mean, we all know the things we should be doing: saving energy and catching our grey water, and of course I thought my fairy lights were on, and I was like, no, I left them on the whole day, but they're not on. Catching our grey water and unplugging our chargers and recycling and, you know, doing all of that kind of jazz. But the next, I just always try to see what's the next step I could take, and as soon as I saw the environmental impact that animal agriculture was having, it just blew my mind, and I knew that there was no reason for me not to go vegan with that much of an impact that it's playing, essentially. So I think that's worse. Yes, that's better. Okay, sorry, it's getting dark so quickly. The next one is the fact that I'm an addict, and this you'll kind of remember from my why I initially turned vegan video. Just the fact that I am addicted to eating large amounts of food. I am very much a binge eater, but thankfully now in a far more healthful, mindful way. Like, now I can't call myself a binge eater anymore. I still have binging episodes, but very much more mindful and I would almost say strategic. Like, I'll definitely, you know, let myself, I don't like to call them cheat meals, I don't know, maybe we'll call them love meals. So I definitely have sessions where I do eat a little bit more than I need, but I try to be present for it and just enjoy the moment. So that would just be the fact that I'm addicted to food and eating lots of it, and I wanted to do that without worrying about getting fat or gaining too much fat or not seeing the results that I'm after in the gym and not performing my best as an athlete. The next one was the miracle that is the fact that I had seizures and chronic migraines my whole life, chronic migraines since I was a kid, and then a neurologist diagnosed me with chronic migraines with an aura, I think they called it, and then that turned into seizures in school. And I even remember my grade 9 year, I didn't have to write any of my final exams because of them, because I landed up in hospital because of them. So there were different severities that they would have, and I had them for years going into university. And when I went vegan, 6 months into going vegan, I had my last ever seizure, and I'll never forget it because it was with my boyfriend Rogi, Rogan, but we call him Rogi, at his formal dinner in this beautiful blue dress. Anyway, that was the last one I ever had, and no doctor, no MRI, no CAT scan, no EEG, what's it called? You know, that procedure where they check if you have epilepsy, or they checked for strokes, and they had no idea what was causing it or how to fix it. I couldn't go on medications. I went on some anti-epilepsy medications for a little bit, and they made me feel so drugged out. So yeah, at the end of the day, going vegan like caused this freaking miracle in my life where I was just seizure free 6 months into going vegan, and I haven't had a single one since. And so if that reason alone is enough for me to never go back to eating meat and dairy. I don't know which one it is. I don't know the culprit. I'm not questioning it. I'm just praising that I no longer have to deal with those. Yeah, because they're scary and they do alter your standard of living. Yeah, is that the right word? Anyway, yeah, standard of life. Maybe that was it. Anyway, the next one was I called logic, biohacking, and abs. And logic is the fact that it just made sense to my spirit and to my way of life and my deep compassion for all beings. And so that kind of was my own logic. I know that's not really a logical argument for some people, but that's how my logic works. And that's what made me feel good about it and made me feel like I was making the right decision. And the next one was biohacking, in the way that we look at blue zones of the world, parts of the world that have lived the longest, and we look at their diets and we notice that their diets are primarily vegan or primarily plant-based if you don't like the word vegan. And so it just is such a healing and overall healthful diet, that, or lifestyle I should say, not diet, that there's just no reason for me not to get on board with this incredible way of life. The last one of that section was abs, and the fact that my whole life I wanted abs, and I worked and I trained so hard and got to low body fat, and it was so hard for me to get. And then all of a sudden, ba-bam! As soon as I went vegan, no, it wasn't ba-bam. I trained just as hard, but because I was eating so clean, it was far easier for me to see abs and to be able to maintain them. And yeah, so I would say it really was the fact that the results spoke for themselves, that I lost the weight and my hair grew quickly and my nails were strong and my skin cleared up and I had clarity of mind, my digestion worked so well, I felt so healthful, I have endless amounts of energy, I sleep better. I feel like everything in my body just works better when I eat this way. Is it going to be like that forever? I don't know. Is this the answer to health problems? Definitely not. But it certainly cured my migraines and my seizures, and definitely keeps me healthy all year round, and I rarely get sick, and the sickest I've got has been in Korea. Prior to coming to Korea, I had not been sick since being vegan, which I was holding so close onto that record, but sadly Korea did catch me. The Korean flu was rough, let me tell you. And the last reason that I'm still vegan is the fact that I value life over my taste buds, and that is just a very simple outlook for me of a decision where I say I'm choosing not to eat meat to choose a life, and I do. And it really is just, it's just a mindset. It's like, yes, this fake chicken, or this frickin' that they call it, doesn't taste like chicken, because guess what? It didn't take a life to be on my plate. And no, this beef jerky, or this fake beef jerky, doesn't taste like biltong, or doesn't taste like jerky, because guess what? It's made from mushrooms and plants and not from jerky. And so I am actually like really impressed when things don't taste like meat but still taste really good, because I'm not after things that taste like meat, although I still enjoy the taste, the flavor and the smell of meat, and I love I love dairy based desserts. I just choose not to eat them, and that is essentially because I value those animals' lives and their freedom and the survival of the planet and the environment over a preference in my taste bud. It's honestly like vanilla ice cream or chocolate ice cream, and I'm like, well, I can get something that's pretty close to the vanilla that I used to eat as a kid. Not exactly the same, but it still tastes really good, and I'm really so okay with that. And guess what? By having this new vanilla flavor ice cream that tastes a little different, I'm also saving lives, saving the environment, sleeping better with my own conscience at night. I have all of these benefits. Yeah, it's just seems like a no-brainer to me, really. So those were my reasons on why I am still vegan. 7 to 12. I would love to hear some of the reasons you're still vegan, and check out on my channel tomorrow, because I'm doing or releasing my video on living in Korea with the coronavirus. So if you want to know a little bit more with that, well, living in Korea with the coronavirus outbreak, I don't have it, touch wood, thank you. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see ya next time. Bye.